Hello everyone, nice to join with you again. Today I am going to read from Ribhu Gita, chapter number 18, and from verse number 16 to 11. As you know, the Ribhu Gita is a discourse from the sage Ribhu to his disciple Nidaga, and he is explaining the, the most subtle principle of non-duality to Nidaga through this discourse. Okay, so let's begin. And the chapter today is meditation on the undivided nature, verse number 6. Are of the nature of Brahman. All the elements are of the nature of Brahman. All that is composed of the elements is of the nature of Brahman. The insentient and the sentient are of the nature of Brahman. Truth and falsehood are of the nature of Brahman. I am that Brahma which is so established. Meditate thus and ever be steadfast on this. So, so when we build a house, the brick and the mortar is the, the basic building block of the house, the basic structure of the house. Similarly, the Brahma is the most fundamental element that creates the universe. There is nothing more fundamental than the Brahma. So everything that we can witness, even falsity or the greatest truth, is of the nature of Brahma, because there can be nothing that is existing on this universe that is separate from Brahma. Verse number 7. I indeed am of the nature of the infinite Supreme Brahma. There is not an atom of egoity or such. I am of the nature of Brahma, which is consciousness. There is nothing like thought or such. I am of the nature of Brahma, which is truth. There is not an atom of the world, beings or such. The pure Supreme Brahma is all, and that am I. Meditate thus and ever in bliss. He is explaining this in more detail and also saying that Brahma is the consciousness that we perceive as consciousness, that which we think is a quality of the body that we have. On the other hand, the consciousness is self-existent. It's not that the body has consciousness. The consciousness is self-conscious. The body is not conscious of the body. The consciousness is conscious of the body and everything else. Verse number 8. I am of the nature of the Supreme Brahma, which is the One. There is nothing that manifests as this or that. I am the nature of the Supreme Brahma, which is delusionless. Delusionless. There is nothing that is ever created. I am of the nature of the Supreme Brahma, which is partless. So when you are in that state of Brahma, he says there is nothing that is ever created. Because when you are in that state, there is nothing else. But for example, go and suppose a table. A table is made of wood. So when you consider wood, there is no table. Similarly, when you consider Brahma, there is nothing else but the Brahma itself only. There is nothing that is divided into the manifold. One Supreme Brahma is all, and that am I. Ever uninterruptedly meditate thus. What appears as I is only myself, the Supreme. There is nothing separately existing as I here. So he is saying here the I and the God or the Brahma are one and the same. The egoity, often the egoity that we refer to as the personal I, does not even exist. What appears as the world is only myself, the Supreme. There is nothing separately existing as the world here. What appears as the highest is only myself, the Supreme. There is nothing separately existing as the highest here. All is only the Supreme, which is myself, ever tirelessly meditate thus. Verse number 10. Apart from Brahma, which is perfectly full, there are never any such things as beings and others. Apart from Brahma, which is the cause, there is never anything that is the effect. Apart from Brahma, which is decay-less consciousness, there is not in the least any such thing as the world, individuals, or the Supreme. I am that undivided Brahma which makes all this known. Meditate thus. So even the man, the insentient, the sentient, and even the God, all are Brahma, and nothing else exists except this Brahma. There is no such thing as mind and others. Only the Supreme Brahma, which is perfectly full consciousness, is real. Whatever else appears as real is unreal, like the horns of a hare, horns of a rabbit, like the horns of a rabbit does not exist. Similarly, anything that appears as existing besides the Brahma is non-existent. Because we are not in that state, we do not realize this. When someone is in that state, he is writing it from there. That Brahma is the same as your self, your true self. I am the non-dual Supreme Brahma. Ever steadfastly meditate thus, son. So read 6 verses today from 6 to 11. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Namaste. Bye.